Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic is magical backlash. Magical backlash is for those that erroneously believe that if they defend themselves aggressively using magic or they utilize a curse or a hex, that it will come back to them. Unfortunately, a lot of curses aren't really used like people think that they are. And some of them are justified. The worst thing that can happen is self sabotage magically. And this comes through religious indoctrination. And in the occult community, it can come through the so called Wiccan three read, that whatever you throw out will come back to you threefold as it pertains to karma. This is erroneous. We need to really grow up as occultists, witches, sorcerers, etc. We really need to grow up and stop this. When you were young, when you went to school and you were trying to get acclimated to your surroundings and different personalities, tell me what individual respects you when you don't stand up for yourself. And even when you try to avoid the so called quote unquote bully, you can only do that for so long. You're either going to stand up for yourself or you're going to get beat up many times. Here's the thing how it works with the celestial or the infernal. The only time that there will be some form of retribution is when you levy a curse or a hex or some magical defense through pregnant women or children. They frown on that. But if you are justified and you're defending yourself, there's not going to be any quote unquote karma. This needs to stop right here, right now. And this is something else that you must know. And I'm going to share this quick story with you. Speaking of children, there was a so-called Bokor that got angry with one of the female students that I had and I mentored as well. And she had screenshot some things. This was years ago, and she shared it with me. And he had levied a curse towards her 11-year-old child. Me and one other occultist intervened, and he ended up losing his house. His health fell apart. He started losing his teeth, and basically whatever bad could happen to him happened to him. He ended up getting jumped and robbed. So the thing is, you have to understand something. Sometimes curses and hexes are justified. And not only that, don't be going into any type of magical defense with guilt. If you go into it, I can tell you right now, you have just canceled out your own spell. Don't do that. So the very thing that you're trying to do, if you go into it with guilt, remorse, oh, whether this comes back on me, you've just nullified any power that it could have had. So when you are justified and when your cause is ethical, there will never be any magical backlash. Period. Point blank. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.